High above the clouds, in the fluffiest, puffiest winter cloud, all the snowflakes were getting ready for their big day. Inside, it was a party. Snowflakes named Sparkle, Twinkle, Shimmer and Bob practiced their best poses, waiting for the signal to tumble down to earth. Suddenly, the winter cloud felt warm. The snowflakes stopped dancing. Sparkle put her icy hands on her hips. "Is it time to go yet? It's getting toasty." The winter cloud rumbled. "Not yet, little ones. It's not winter down there, it's summer." The snowflakes gasped. Summer? They'd only heard stories of a big hot sun, green grass and something called lemonade. "But we want to play," Twinkle spun. "We're the best hiders and seekers." Pip, the tiniest snowflake, peeked over the edge and saw a world bursting with colour, green trees, blue water, yellow flowers and the blazing sun. "It looks like a giant playground," Pip squeaked. Now all the snowflakes wanted to see. They rushed to the edge, chanting, "Let's go! Let's go!" The winter cloud sighed. This was going to be a problem. A big, sneaky, snowflakey problem. The snowflakes were restless and adventure was calling, but the world below was not ready for winter's magic. Sparkle, always full of ideas, gathered the snowflakes. "We're going on an adventure. We'll sneak down to summer and play the best hide-and-seek ever," Pip worried. "But the sun is hot. Hot is melty." "We'll be too fast and clever for the sun," Sparkle declared. "We'll find all the cool places." Even Bob, the serious snowflake, couldn't stop them. They lined up at the edge, took a deep breath and go! They jumped. Whoosh! They tumbled through the warm, thick air, spinning and giggling. Pip squealed, "It's like a warm hug." Bob just tried to fall faster. Down they went, a flurry of secret snowflakes in a bright summer sky. No one on the ground noticed. It was a perfect summer day. But the sneaky snowflakes were coming, ready for their greatest game. This was going to be the best or meltiest adventure ever. The great snowflake escape had begun. The snowflakes landed with tiny poofs, not on snow but on bright green grass. "Hide and seek! The sun is it!" Sparkle announced. "Find a cool hiding spot." The snowflakes scattered. Twinkle hid under a mushroom, Shimmer dove into a dandelion, Pip wriggled under a strawberry leaf, and Bob found shade behind a rock. Sparkle wanted the cleverest spot. She leapt onto a sparkling fountain jet. "The sun will never find me here," she declared. But the sun was everywhere, shining through leaves, petals, and even the fountain water. Its golden rays crept under mushrooms, through dandelion fluff, and under strawberry leaves. The water in the fountain sparkled, but it was getting warm. The sneakiest game of hide-and-seek had begun, but the snowflakes were already in trouble. The sun didn't even have to look, it just shone. The snowflakes' cool hiding spots were turning warm. The sun was winning, and the snowflakes were starting to feel it. Their adventure was about to get very, very drippy. Hiding from the sun was harder than they thought. The trouble was just beginning. The first sign of trouble, drip. Twinkle's crystal foot vanished, replaced by a tiny drop of water. "I'm melting!" he cried, trying to run, but his feet were puddles. Shimmer's sparkly arms soaked into the dandelion fluff. "My sparkles, I'm getting soggy!" Pip, under the strawberry leaf, turned into a sleepy, round blob of water. Even Bob, in the shade, felt a sunbeam melt his shoulder. He sighed, a not-so-good idea. The sneaky snowflakes were turning into the saddest puddles. Sparkle, in the fountain, was losing her points and sparkle. "Help! I'm becoming a drop, a plain old boring water drop." All over the garden, snowflakes were learning snowflakes and sunshine do not mix. The great snowflake escape was now a great snowflake meltdown. Their adventure was slipping away, drip by drip. The sun's warmth was everywhere, and there was nowhere left to hide. The snowflakes' best game was turning into a puddle problem. They were losing their shapes, their sparkle, and their hope. The garden was full of tiny, sad puddles. The lesson was clear. Summer was not for snowflakes, but help was on the way. Just as the snowflakes seemed lost, a girl named Lily skipped into the garden in bright yellow boots. She spotted tiny puddles under mushrooms, on dandelions and strawberry leaves. "That's funny," she said. "It's not raining." Looking closer, she saw a shimmering drop. Shimmer! And behind a rock, a slushy bob. "You're snowflakes." "But it's summer, you're melting," Lily gasped. She loved science and knew she had to act fast. "Don't worry, I have a super-duper cool idea." She dashed inside, returning with a glass jar and an ice cube tray. "Operation Snowflake Rescue," she announced. Gently, she scooped up each puddle, Twinkle, Shimmer, Pip and finally Bob, into the jar. Sparkle from the fountain joined them too. The snowflakes were together again, but now just water, swirling sadly at the bottom. Their adventure felt like a failure, but Lily wasn't done yet. The coolest part of her idea was about to happen. She knew how to save them. The snowflake story wasn't over. With science and kindness, Lily had a plan. The garden's puddles were about to get a second chance. Sometimes a friend can change everything. The adventure was about to get frosty. Lily screwed the jar lid on and hurried to the freezer. Time for the big chill. Inside, the water that used to be snowflakes felt the cold, familiar and wonderful. Slowly the puddles began to tingle and reform. Points, sparkles and all, Sparkle cheered. "My points, my sparkles, they're coming back!" Twinkle, Shimmer, Pip and Bob reformed, crystal by crystal. Soon the jar was filled with perfect, happy snowflakes again. Lily smiled. "You can't play in the summer sun. Your home is in the winter cold." She filled the ice cube tray and placed it in the freezer too. That night, with the air cool and the sun gone, Lily took the jar and ice cubes outside. She opened the jar. "It's time to go home," she whispered. The snowflakes floated onto the ice cubes, ready for their journey. "Thank you, Lily," they chirped, waving goodbye. Slowly, they began their long, cool journey back to the winter cloud. Lily watched, happy to help her frosty friends. The snowflakes were going home, ready for their next adventure. Sometimes the coolest rescues happen with a little science and a lot of heart. Back in the winter cloud, Sparkle, Twinkle, Shimmer, Pip and Bob were welcomed with cheers. They shared stories of green grass, bright flowers and the big hot sun. "Our adventure was fun, but very melty," Sparkle said wisely. "Summer is a party for the sun and butterflies, but winter is our party." The snowflakes practiced their twirls, excited for their special season. Down below, Lily enjoyed her summer, swimming, eating watermelon, chasing butterflies. She knew every season had its own magic. When winter finally came, the winter cloud gave the signal. With a great whoosh, the snowflakes tumbled down, covering the world in white. Lily woke to a snowy morning, catching a perfect snowflake on her mitten. Every season was special, every season had its own magic, and now it was finally time for the snowflakes to play.